Power Games.
Hey guys, hope you're doing well. It's Larry from Hammer Games. And today we are going to review some of the best games from this year's GMTK Game Jam and choose our own best game of all. There's a link to all of these games in the description below and you can play them for free and in your browser. Isn't that great? So make sure to check them out. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. It will help us to fund the old and boring comedians community. If you want more of these videos in the future, please drop a comment below and we'll make more of this, for sure. For those of you who are not familiar with GMTK, it's an annual game making marathon created and presented by Mark Brown, where individuals and teams try to make a game that fits a theme in just 48 hours. And it's worth to mention that the theme unveiled at the beginning of the jam. Yeah, you heard it right, just 2 days to make a complete game. It's fucking impossible. And you gotta believe me when I say impossible. Because Woody and I, we are game developers ourselves, you know? Good ones actually. And we need much more than 2 days to make a game, you know? Much more than that. At least 3 days. But you're gonna be damn shocked when you see the submissions. These games are good, you know, really good, far better than us. The theme of this year was roll of the dice. It might immediately spark ideas of randomness and probability or board games and casinos. But as always, it's the developers that can interpret this theme however they like. As you can see, this year the competition was so intense as 6k plus games were submitted and also 130k plus ratings were submitted too. Once again, making it not only the biggest GMTK Game Jam, but also the largest game jam hosted on itch.io to date. Alright, without any further ado, let's see our contestants. Here you can see a list of all top rated games. And let's start with the winner, as GMTK participants chose it. Randomancer by Ryoku Victory Buffleson. Cool name. Is the game cool though? Not really. It's basically an action lane defense game in which your units are your dices. You need to roll the dice onto the battlefield to place your units. To play, you only need mouse clicking. Drag dices from the tray area at the bottom of the screen onto the field, and then you need to plant the rolled unit onto one of the 5 lanes. The graphics are done really well, the intro, story and voiceover are all cool, and the sounds are great, but the game itself is so boring, at least to me. I know the creators put a lot of effort into it, it's just not my type of thing. Holonomy by FuzzyZilla. This one is good, I mean real good. Good job, dude, it's just awesome. In Holonomy you play as a pip on the surface of a dice, using the effects of Holonomy to navigate a non-Euclidean environment to find your spot. In a more simple way, you go left and right on a cube surface, and when you reach the edges, the cube will turn so the new surface will be in front of you. The gameplay is so creative, though it reminds me of Fez, an indie game by Phil Fish. Make sure to check out the indie game documentary, link in the description below. The sounds are freaking awesome, they completely take you into the mood of the level, especially the forest level. Man, it's just great. Making this game in just 2 days must have been done by an alien. Respect. Fire and Dice by Golan Matojeje Arctic FQX and LuxArt. This one took me a while to figure it out, but as soon as I understood the rules, it was a fun and brain-consuming game to play. In each turn you got 3 random dices and you need to move them around in order to attack the enemies. Where dices cross each other horizontally or vertically, their values are summed up, resulting to more damage to the enemies. Where They Fall by Manatee. This game is the scariest of all. Make sure not to use a headphone when you play it because it's damn scary. Now that I think, I don't remember why it was so scary to me. But anyways, I totally didn't have any idea what I was doing while playing. Based on game's description, Where They Fall is a brief atmospheric story game centered around the art of Cleromancy, whatever it is. You play as a Germanic seer interpreting the will of the gods through the throw of rune pieces, and you assist your chieftain in an upcoming conflict with Roman forces and give the best advice possible in order to survive. The graphics are great and all, but I really don't know what's it about. Good job. Rolling Racers by Steve-O. This one needs a lot of time to get a good grasp on how to play it. It's a race game, but instead of cars there's dice. And there's some other stuff that you need to do to move forward and not backward as I did. Good job. Dice Catcher by Cultist. This one is a fight against some cats or other creepy creatures. It's creepy, but it's somehow cute. To what I understand from it, you need to collect weapons by clicking on dices and then use them to attack the enemies. As you progress in the game, the dices might change to be enemies' weapons, and you should right click on them to change them to your weapons and then collect them. Or else you'll collected weapons for your enemy. You don't want that, right? The environments and sounds have an arcade vibe which I like a lot. Good job, Cultist. How to Dice Mushrooms by Guillotine, Hajide, Michael Assing, J. Revel from Guillotine, Delphine Casado. In this game you play as Sam, a gnome who holds the power of magical dice. Your forest is invaded by mean mushrooms and you'll do everything in your power to repel their assaults. Basically you need to kill mushrooms with the dice. Just grab the dice and throw it towards those cute little bastards mushrooms. Good job Guillotine, Hajide, Michael Assing, J. Revel from Guillotine, and Delphine Casado. Gimmiko by Zizu and Prute. Gimmiko is really similar to the previous game and the mechanics are the same. The only difference is a board cat in the main menu. Also it's a little bit harder too. The waves will go crazy really quickly. Good job. A Tiny Chance by those awesome guys Summoning Pixels and Arabang. This is it. We're reaching the end of the video, so I have to be quick. Well done, game. I choose it as the creepiest game of all. And the winner, of course, winner is Holonomy. Good job, Fuzzy0, you nailed it. Also, great job to other contestants, you're all winners. Except you, Randomancer, you suck. Alright guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also let us know what's your pick for the best game of all in the comments below. See you in the next one.